Alright, let's be real for a second. You've probably watched a dozen of these make money online videos, right? And every single one has a catch. There's always some hidden barrier that just stops you in your tracks before you can even get started. And it's a super frustrating cycle, isn't it? You get all hyped up about a new idea, but then, boom, the roadblocks show up. And you're just left there thinking, are any of these plans actually legit? Well, guess what? Today, we are going to break that cycle for good. And I'm sure these sound familiar. These are the usual suspects, right? The classic excuses we all tell ourselves. Oh, I don't have a good enough laptop. I can't code to save my life. Building a whole website? No way. That's way too complicated. And of course, the big one. Where on earth would I even find clients? These are the exact thoughts that keep 99% of people from ever starting. But what if I told you that the plan we're about to lay out, it just blows past all of that? Seriously, no laptop needed, no coding, no website building, and definitely no hunting for clients. All you need is the smartphone that you are probably holding in your hand right now. You ready to see how this works? Okay, so let's get into it. There is a platform out there that is literally an untapped gold mine for making money. And the craziest part? A huge chunk of the internet, especially here in India, has completely, totally overlooked it. That platform is Pinterest. And wait, before you click away, I know exactly what's going through your head right now. You're probably thinking, wait, Pinterest? Isn't that just an app for girls to find, like, room aesthetics and outfit ideas? And yeah, you're right, but that exact assumption is why it's such a massive hidden opportunity. The people who are smart enough to see past that stereotype, they are quietly making an absolute killing. So here's the key. This is the big mental shift you need to make. We have to stop thinking of Pinterest as just another social media app. And here's the critical difference, right here. It all comes down to user intent. Think about it. When you're on other social media, you're usually just scrolling, right? Killing time, looking for entertainment. Your intent to actually buy something is super low. But on Pinterest, it's the complete opposite. People go there to plan. They are actively looking for inspiration, which means their buying intent is through the roof. They aren't just passing time, they're searching for solutions. So this is what Pinterest actually is. It's a visual search engine. It's like Google, but instead of typing words, people search with images. They're looking for things to try, things to do, and this is the important part, things to buy. And believe me, when your audience already wants to buy stuff, making money becomes about 1,000 times easier. All right, so to really cash in on this, you got to understand the psychology of a pin. You need to know the journey a user takes from the moment they see a cool image to the moment they actually click that buy button. It's a really predictable pattern, and once you get it, you can make your content ridiculously effective. So let's walk through this journey together. Imagine a student, right? They're scrolling and they see a pin for a hostel room makeover. That's stage 1, awareness. They're not thinking about buying anything yet. They just realize, hey, my room could be way cooler. Then comes stage 2, consideration. They save that pin, and then they save 10 more, comparing different lamps, organizers, you name it. They are now officially in research mode. Finally, maybe days or even weeks later, they hit the decision stage. They remember that one awesome LED strip they saw. They find it on their board, they click the link, and they buy it. See? Pinterest is built to guide people through this whole process naturally. And hey, the numbers totally back this up. Just look at the average conversion rates. On a platform like Instagram, you're looking at maybe 0.5%. On Pinterest, it's around 3%. That means you have a 5 to 6 times better chance that someone will actually buy something from your link. The quality of the traffic is it's on a whole other level. Okay, so now you get the why. You understand why this is such a huge opportunity. So let's get into the how. Here is the exact 5-step blueprint you can follow to get started today. All right, here's your action plan. Step 1, join an affiliate program. Amazon Associates is perfect, it's totally free, and it gives you access to millions of products. Step 2, pick your niche. This is super important. Don't just be random, focus on one thing, like home decor or tech gadgets or student supplies. Step 3, choose your products. The key here is to promote low-cost, high-volume stuff. Think of an 800 rupee organizer, not a 50,000 rupee laptop. We want impulse buys. Step 4, create beautiful pins. You can use a free tool like Canva. And remember, you want to use lifestyle images, not just boring product shots on a white background. And finally, step 5, optimize with SEO. Never forget, Pinterest is a search engine, so you have to use keywords like best study lamp for students in your descriptions and board titles, so people can actually find your stuff.
Now, I know there's a huge question probably screaming in your head right now. Okay, but isn't Pinterest mostly an American thing? What's the point if I'm sitting here in India? That is a perfectly valid question. And the answer? Well, the answer is the real secret sauce to this whole strategy.
And look, if you just look at the raw data, it kind of seems to confirm that fear. India only makes up a tiny slice of Pinterest's global traffic, something like 5%.
So, does that mean this whole thing is a dead end? That the audience just isn't there? Absolutely not. And this right here is the exact point where most people get it wrong and just give up.
You have to remember, Pinterest is a global search engine. When you create a pin in English, it can be seen by anyone, anywhere in the world. And the biggest market, by a long shot, is the USA. We're talking over 84 million active users who are just waiting to discover your content. And here's the real kicker. About a third of those users in the US have a household income of over $100,000 a year. Their spending power is just massive. For them, a $15 or $20 product isn't a big decision. It's a simple impulse buy.
And that is the real opportunity here. You can be sitting in India creating simple content for an American audience using the US Amazon affiliate program. You earn your commissions in dollars and you spend them in rupees. This turns what looks like a weakness into your single greatest strength.
All right, so earning the money is step one, but keeping it, and even better, growing it, that's a whole different ballgame. Once you start seeing those first paychecks, you need to have a plan. So many people who earn money for the first time just blow it all and end up right back where they started.
And you have to understand this. Your growth isn't going to be a nice, steady, straight line. It's going to be exponential. Think of it like going to the gym. For the first couple of months, you're going to put in all this effort and see pretty much nothing. But if you stay consistent, the algorithm starts to notice you. It starts to trust you. And then one day you'll wake up and one of your pins will have just exploded overnight. And that's when you'll know it's working.
So when that money does start rolling in, I want you to follow this simple rule, the 25-15-50-10 rule. 25% goes to growth, investments, things that will build your future. 15% goes into an emergency fund. That's your safety net. 50% is for your essentials and also for reinvesting back into your business. And this last one is so important. 10% is for enjoyment. You have to reward yourself. You need to do that to avoid burning out and to stay motivated for the long run.
Look, at the end of the day, I can give you the entire blueprint, step by step. But the reality is, 95% of the people watching this are just going to nod along and then click on the next video. The only thing that separates you from them is taking that first, messy, imperfect step. Remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So my question to you is, what's the first pin you're going to create today?